Imagine standing in front of the mirror one morning. You're brushing your teeth, not really paying attention, when your eyes drift down to your arm. And there it is, a tiny dark spot on your skin. Maybe it's always been there. Maybe it's new. You don't remember, but here's the chilling truth. That tiny spot could be a life or death matter, because some of these innocent-looking blemishes are not innocent at all. Some of them are melanomas, one of the most aggressive cancers in the human body. And when melanoma decides to spread, it doesn't take its time. It can spread from the surface of your skin into your lymph nodes, into your lungs, your liver, even your brain. So yes, that tiny spot in the mirror, it might just be the most important thing you'll ever notice about yourself. I'm not saying this to scare you unnecessarily. I'm saying it because I've seen it, again and again. I see hundreds, maybe even thousands of skin lesions every single year. And let me tell you the truth. The vast majority are completely harmless. But among them, among the sea of safe and ordinary blemishes, there are always a few sinister ones. The ones that set off alarm bells in my mind. The problem is, to the untrained eye, they don't always look scary. In fact, many melanomas look boring. That's exactly why so many people miss them, until it's too late. And that's why we need to talk about this. Let me show you something. Here are some skin lesions. Just looking at them, what do you think? Which ones would make you nervous? Which ones would you ignore? The correct answer is, every single one of these is a melanoma. Now, let's look at another set. Again, a mix of lesions. Some harmless, some not. Most of these are benign. They'll never hurt you. But hidden among them is another melanoma, sitting there quietly, blending in with the rest. And here's the really unsettling part. Sometimes, even to me, at first glance, they look almost identical. Look at these two side by side, practically twins, but one is safe, and the other, a killer. Could you tell the difference? Don't worry if you can't. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer idea. But right now, I want you to understand this. Melanoma is a master of disguise. It doesn't always scream for attention. Sometimes it hides in plain sight. Over the years, I've developed a system, a way to sort through the noise, a way to separate the don't worry moles from the stop everything moles. But before I teach you that system, I need you to understand why this matters. Why melanoma is not just another skin cancer, but one of the most feared. Let's step back for a moment. What exactly is melanoma? Your skin is made up of several types of cells. One of those types is called a melanocyte. These cells produce melanin, the pigment that gives your skin its color and protects you from UV radiation. When melanocytes grow out of control, they can form a cancer called melanoma. Now, not all skin cancers are melanomas. In fact, the most common skin cancers, basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma, are far more frequent. But here's the key difference. Basal cell carcinoma is like the tortoise of cancers. It grows slowly, rarely spreads, and is usually cured with a simple removal. Squamous cell carcinoma is faster, but still usually manageable when caught early. Melanoma? Melanoma is the cheetah, fast, aggressive, unpredictable. It's the one you do not want to miss. In the US, melanoma is now the 5th most common cancer. Every year, over 16,000 people are diagnosed. And while survival is very good if it's caught early, the picture changes dramatically once it spreads. If melanoma is detected when it's only on the surface of the skin, the cure rate is above 90%. But once it gets into the lymph nodes, survival drops sharply. If it spreads to distant organs, the survival rate falls even further. That's why early detection isn't just helpful, it's life-saving. So how do we get past this? Doctors use systems, patterns, simple rules that can be remembered and applied. I'll show you the ABCDE system, the ugly duckling rule, and real-life examples that could change the way you look at your own skin forever. Because sometimes, all it takes to save a life is knowing what to notice. Let's go through it, step by step. A. Asymmetry. Normal moles are usually symmetrical. If you drew a line through the middle, the two halves would more or less match. But melanomas? They're often asymmetric. One side grows differently to the other. Imagine drawing a line through your mole. If the two sides look nothing alike, that's a red flag. B. Border. A normal mole has smooth, clear edges. You can trace the outline easily. But melanomas? Their borders are irregular, jagged, notched, blurred. It's like someone took a pencil and scribbled the edge instead of drawing a clean circle. C. Color. Most benign moles are a single, even shade, usually brown. Melanomas, on the other hand, can have multiple colors in one spot: black, brown, red, even white or blue mixed together. The variation itself is suspicious. D. Diameter. Here's a classic rule. If a mole is bigger than 6 millimeters, about the size of a pencil eraser, it's worth checking. But here's the catch. Not all melanomas start large. Some are smaller than that when they first appear. So size matters, but it's not the whole story. A small mole can still be dangerous, especially if it's changing. E. Evolving. This is the most important one. The mole that's evolving, changing over time, is the mole to pay attention to. If it's growing, if it's changing shape, if the color is shifting, if it starts itching, bleeding, or crusting, that's when alarm bells should ring. Remember those two moles from that looked almost identical? One harmless, one deadly. Here's where evolving makes all the difference. The harmless one had been there for decades, sitting quietly, unchanged. The dangerous one? It appeared just months ago, and it was growing. Now let's add one more powerful tool: the ugly duckling rule. Most people have a pattern to their moles. Maybe yours are all small and light brown, or maybe they're larger and darker. Whatever your pattern is, your moles tend to match. But if one mole doesn't fit in, if it looks like the odd one out, that's the ugly duckling, and that's the one you need to check. Doctors use this all the time, and it's often that one outlier that turns out to be dangerous. Let me tell you about a patient named Sarah. Sarah was in her 50s. She came to me anxious about a skin lesion on her leg. She was worried it might be cancer. I took one look and knew immediately it wasn't cancer. It was just a wart. I was reassuring her when something else caught my eye. On her other leg, a mole. It didn't fit with the rest of her skin. It was the ugly duckling. I used my system, ABCDE, asymmetrical, irregular border, color variation, about 6 millimeters across. And crucially, she said it had appeared just a few months ago. That was enough for me. I referred her urgently to a dermatologist. Within weeks, the mole was removed. Diagnosis: melanoma. Let me give you more concrete examples of how ABCDE shows up in the real world. Asymmetry. I once saw a patient with a mole that looked like half a circle of chocolate stuck onto their skin. The other half was pale pink. That mismatch was enough to suspect melanoma. Border. Another case. A man had a mole that looked like a continent on a map. Smooth in some places, jagged and indented in others. That irregularity tipped us off. Color. A woman came in with what she thought was a bruise on her thigh. It was actually a melanoma with black, blue, and red mixed together. Diameter. A teenager had a mole larger than a pea. Even though melanoma is rare in the young, its sheer size prompted us to biopsy. It was caught early. Evolving. Perhaps the most striking, a man who said, "Doc, this mole has been changing every month. It was flat, now it's raised. It was brown, now it's black." That change alone told the story. Every doctor who's worked in dermatology has stories like this. So now you know the system: ABCDE and the ugly duckling rule. But here's the twist. Even these systems aren't perfect. Melanoma doesn't always play by the rules. Some of the deadliest ones break every guideline. So what do we do then? How do we protect ourselves when the rules fail? The answer comes down to a single word: change. Dermatologists call these chameleons, cancers that hide in plain sight. They can appear under your nails, on your scalp, in your mouth, even in the eye. Yes, you heard that right. Melanoma can grow in your eye. It's rare, but I've had patients who only realized something was wrong when their vision became blurry or distorted. And that's where the ABCDES can fail. Let me tell you about a patient I'll call Michael. He came to me after noticing a mole on his shoulder that had gotten darker. He told me, "Doc, I've had this mole since college. It never bothered me. But my wife kept nagging me because she said it looked different in pictures from last summer. By the time he came in, the mole was already a melanoma. And worse, it had spread to a nearby lymph node. Michael told me later, if I had come in 6 months earlier, would this have been different? If we'd caught it earlier, surgery alone might have cured him. But now he needed months of immunotherapy. Melanoma is aggressive because it doesn't stay put. Unlike many skin cancers that creep slowly, melanoma cells can break away and travel through the blood or lymphatic system. Here are some sobering facts. If caught in its earliest stage, melanoma survival rates are about 99% at 5 years. But if it spreads to lymph nodes, survival drops to around 65%. And if it spreads to distant organs like the lungs, liver, or brain, survival falls below 30%. That's why doctors stress early detection so much. It's not just about treating a spot on the skin. It's about stopping something that can invade the entire body. Now, while genetics and skin type do play a role, there are proven ways to lower your risk. Sunscreen. Use a broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher daily, even when it's cloudy. Protective clothing. Hats, sunglasses, long sleeves, especially during peak sun hours. Avoid tanning beds. They are a direct path to skin cancer. Know your family history. If melanoma runs in your family, your risk is higher. Regular skin checks. Both self-checks and professional exams if you're at higher risk. Prevention doesn't eliminate the risk, but it stacks the odds heavily in your favor.